Hello everyone, in today's video I want to talk about how to sound more natural when speaking English. So let's get started. The first step is try to use certain phrases in a more natural way. For example, instead of saying what do, you can say what do you do with a more quick way. What is the weather today? Instead of the, you can say the. What's the weather today? I'm going to do some shopping. Instead of this, you can say, I'm gonna do some shopping. Do you want to go? Do you wanna go? Instead of want to, you can say wanna. Pronouncing T's as these. Instead of pronouncing this word as letter, we pronounce is letter because it sounds more natural and it is easier to pronounce it this way. Instead of butter, we say butter. Instead of city, we say city. Instead of bitter, we say bitter. Instead of bottle, we say bottle. Instead of AT, we say AD. Using reduced forms. Instead of want to, we can say wanna. Instead of going to, we can say gonna. Instead of don't, we can say don't. Instead of got to, we can say gotta. Decide which accent you want to adopt. Which accent you prefer doesn't matter. The main thing you should focus on is consistencies. So, for example, you can choose British accent, American accent, Australian accent, Canadian accent, etc. Your accent doesn't matter. The main thing you should focus on is consistency. So, if you want to learn an accent in a better way, you should be consistent and practice every day. Learning to ignore fillers. Actually, anyway, basically, by the way, I mean, accidentally, in fact, well, you know. So is when you are speaking, you say when thinking or when you get stressed. Means in speaking. So what are fillers? Fillers are for your to explain something in a better way, or when you are thinking about something, you can use fillers, but try not to use them as possible as you can, because it will be more fluent if you don't use fillers. But of course you can use them. Just be careful about usage of them. Use contractions. Instead of I will, you can say I'll do that. Instead of do not, you can say don't do that. Instead of I have, you can say I gotta tell you something. But I want to warn you about something. We can't use contractions with names. So you can say Dilan will do that with 2L. You have to say Dilan will do that. Pay attention to stress. When you want to highlight a word, you should raise your volume up. So for example, have you finished your work? Yes, I have. She can speak Spanish better than I can. As you can hear, the red words are with a more high-pitched voice. Use slang words. So if you use slang words, your speaking will be more natural and natives will understand you more. So let's take a look at slangs. Whiz means a really smart person. Party animal means one who loves parties. They got fired means they lost their job. Shady means questionable or suspicious. Bump means really good. Chill means relaxed or calm. Same here means I agree. Epic means grand or awesome. Learning idioms. So if you know idioms, you can explain yourself better. So let's take a look at these idioms. A blessing in disguise means a good thing that seemed bad at first. Beat around the bush means avoid saying what you mean. usually because it is uncomfortable. Break a leg means good luck. Call it a day means stop working on something. Get your act together means work better or leave. Hang in there means don't give up. It's not rocket science means it is not complicated. Speak of the devil means the person we were just talking about showed up. Cut off the words. Instead of saying, are you ready? You can just say, you ready? Instead of saying, are you coming? You can say, you coming. Instead of saying, it was great talking to you, you can say, great talking to you. Shorten words. You can say, I'm a fan of baseball instead of I'm a baseball fanatic. So we used fan instead of fanatic. Try to understand hints and sarcasm. So when you are sitting in a cafe with your friend and she says, oh, it gets late. So you should say, oh, we can call a taxi, or you can say, we can go to home, because she give hints about going to somewhere else. Water is so hot. So if you are in a pool with cold water and your friend says, oh, water is so hot, it can be real, it's a joke. So you should understand sarcasms to understand a language better. Avoid non-essential words. For example, instead of saying fish and chips, you can quickly say fish and chips. Assimilation. Assimilation happens when two sounds combine, creates a new sound. So don't you, don't ya, won't you, won't ya, meet you, meet ya, did you, did ya. Intrusion. Intrusion happens when pronouncing a word combination with two words with an extra new letter. Do it. When we are pronouncing do it, we don't say do it. We say do it with W. When we are pronouncing he asked, we pronounce it with Y, he asked. So these are the links I have used for this video. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned some new things, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye.